Greetings, everyone who is able to hear the Animal Podcast. It's yet another Friday, and I'm glad that, I was happy that the Friday is here. So it's a good one. Um, Looks like we're recording this again, same time as last time. It's about 20 minutes past 5 over here in Uganda. My name is Paul, a veterinarian in Uganda. Um, and I'm glad to make this 10 minutes podcast every Friday. This is going to be, I think, the fifth podcast about puppies. We're still on puppies. So, yeah, I hope you're well over there. Here, the week has not been a very good one. Unfortunately, I had two dogs. I lost two dogs. One was a puppy, and the other was an old friend dog of mine who fell sick, and then when I picked her up, she didn't last the night. She died. She didn't respond to medicine, so that's that always hits me hard, and and I never forget them. Although the beginning is very hard, but yeah, so two dogs. It's still sad. Well, some good pluses, of course. I had a puppy over the weekend go to a new owner. There was a boy who was 6 years old, and he'd always asked his father for a puppy all the time. And the father thought that it would be nice for him to get one for his 6th birthday. So we got the puppy and took it there, and I was glad. I watched how he received the puppy, and he was really excited. Everybody, it was like the biggest birthday gift that had come for him, and he was really gentle. And after here, I'm just gonna call his father to see how they are doing with the new puppy. And so it's interesting how it's a puppy. We're still doing the puppy series, and there's a few puppies going to different homes. Now, we had stopped when the puppies have gone. Now, I just need to remind you that most veterinarians, including me, um, if you take the puppy early, that's 6 weeks, if that's very early, and then the next time they get a dewormer, um, and deworming medicine for puppies, and a vaccination, a cocktail, which especially in Uganda you must have parvo in your cocktail. That's a very a very prevalent and deadly disease for young animals. You would again have it at 8 weeks, and that means the puppy would be at 2 weeks. Very many puppies at that time are with new owners or in their permanent homes. So, yeah. So 8 weeks, you have your vet come around, look at the card. So every time you get a dog, have your card, and just look at it and say, oh, when should my next vaccinations be? Or and that would be a good time. And then after the 8 weeks, which would still be the cocktail with especially parvovirus in there, and a good dewormer from your veterinarian, then the next time will be a month from then, which is, a month from then. The puppy will generally be 3 months old. Now, when a puppy is 3 months old, they also get a rabies vaccine. Very, very important, depending on where you stay. Here where I stay, it's very open, so my animals interact a lot with also wild animals and things like that. So rabies is very, very important, and especially towards the rural parts of Uganda, out of Kampala. There's been a lot of rabies cases reported there. So when you get a dog, um, once it's of age, always ask your vet there, a very good vet, to and check whether your dog is vaccinated against rabies. So 12 weeks or 3 months, your dog has to have a rabies shot and a cocktail shot. And thereafter, um, for rabies, it's so other countries, some countries they always check to see whether the immunity is still there. But here we just keep it at a standard that every year you need to have your shots done every year. Now, after the 3 months vaccination and deworming, you still have a threat of worms in your dog. So of course the immunity is good for the parvovirus, for the hepatitis, for the leptospirosis, but the challenge is worms. So many puppies suffer and sometimes die because of worms. So it means that when dogs are young, it would be very nice to have them dewormed every 2 months. So from the last vaccination of 3 months, have the vet come, ask the vet to come and visit your dog in 2 months' time to have that done. At least then you'll have a good cover for the worms. Yes, so we have seen that. Now we've seen how the puppy has gone to the new home. I just forgot to say that also the children should be gentle with the puppies. So playtime with children should be, and the puppies should be supervised with adults, because most of the time it's not the puppy that bites the child or children. It is usually the children injuring the puppy or playing too much with it because they won't accept that the puppy is tired and needs some time to rest. So that's important. I saw that at the party on Sunday, last Sunday. So, but we were there. So when the puppy needed to rest, we said, children, that's enough play. And then the puppy would come out after a break of maybe 10-20 minutes, and then comes out, and then the children would continue to play. So I'll check how they're doing, but I know they're doing well because the puppy was very healthy and was up to date with all its shots. For then, I think it was 10 weeks old, so it was 2.5 months. That's a very good age. Yes, so remember to keep the place clean, to keep the place dry wherever the puppy is. So if it's a kennel, it's got to be clean, it's got to be dry, and sometimes you might want to just put a old blanket or old towel in there so that she just cuddles there. But if a puppy is alone, then also warm. So because the puppy warm, and that the warmth will help, the cloth will help with the warmth. The beddings are very good for keeping them warm. So check the kennel is warm. Houses are usually fine, but you still put a blanket. If the dog is an indoor dog, still put a blanket in the corner. And yeah, and then they will grow. So I'm glad we're dealing with puppies now. Maybe the next podcast on Friday we will summarize puppy health, and then head over to just managing different things about dogs. When a dog comes, what you have to do. Yeah. But okay, so it's just 30 seconds to 10 minutes, and thank you. I hope it really helps. Some people have been able to message to tell me what they need, and I know we shall be able to cover most of the commonly or frequently asked questions about dogs and puppies, and we'll also do cats. Yeah. All right. Enjoy the weekend, and whatever day you listen to this, enjoy Enjoy yourself and blessings. Bye bye.